It's Ken Hicks Jr., and this is the second week of my solo backcountry elk hunting trip. The second week is the hardest. You're drained physically and mentally. Every step hurts, and the environment can be miserable. What's going on, guys? So I'm in a new location. As you can see, the wind is like just crazy. My truck here is like a mess. I got stuff just laying everywhere. This wind's pretty crazy. I don't know. I gotta be honest with you, like when I was coming in, I thought about just packing it up and going home. It's like, because there's so many more people, hunters out here. The place I wanted to go, people are at, but that's here nor there. It's difficult. I back down here. It's pretty rough road to get down here, and then I started walking the road here and I seen some elk tracks, so it's a good place as any. Plus, I don't think anyone's in here. Guys, check this out. It says 6 in here. Is it 6? So I'm like, oh great, 6. I got 2, 12. That would be, 10 days would be out here great. But there's only 3 in here. I mean, who counts singles as 1? That's shrinkflation for you. So there's only 3 in here, not 6. They got me good. When you're backpacking, wraps are way better than sandwiches. They roll up easier and they don't get smashed. And this is why every step hurts. It doesn't look tough, but with that backpack on and constantly raising your foot, look at how windy it is. You can see the leaves just blowing like crazy. This trail is littered with logs that I constantly have to be picking my feet over. With this water location, it tells me the elk are well hydrated. Look at the wind. This is not good. Check out that rock face. That thing is freaking wild. Well, apparently, look at this wind. This wind is ridiculous. This makes me just want to pack up and go home. Resting when I can. That's the spring coming out of the mountain. Plenty of water here. Just no elk sign. It's been a long day. Normally I would walk over this log, but my legs are smoked. I probably walked 3 miles that evening, so I'm walking around it. A burnt log. Looks like this is from a lightning strike. This whole area is so dry, it's like a giant tinderbox waiting to go up. And we're back at the truck. I want a good night's sleep, so I'll have a pillow, my X-Ped. There's a creek right here. I'm probably gonna soak my feet in it for about 15-20 minutes. I'm getting a little sick, and I don't know what's going on. So before I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna take some Benadryl. This stuff. I don't know. Originally, I thought that was rubs, but normally when an animal rubs, you can see the tips. Like an elk, you would see the base would be right here, and the tips of the antlers would be up in here. But this ain't it. So then after I run in with that moose, I was like, man, I bet you this is some moose country right here. I don't know if that was moose, like his antlers rubbing up there. That makes sense. I mean, it could have been the moose I ran into, but he's way out there, man. Watch me wake up tomorrow morning, be a damn moose outside my tent, ready to stomp me. I was hoping this creek was a little bigger though. I'll find a way to soak my feet. You never want to leave your release off. It's always the first thing on. This guy didn't make it. It saddens me to find carcasses like this, but it happens. It's rain. I literally just put the tent up and it just started coming down. It was threatening all morning, and like a smart person, I set up a big tent, so at least I'm in comfort right now, because it could have been, hey, you can't see these too well and they're in a plastic bag for a reason. I found a deadhead, which is pretty much a skull, and I plucked the 2 front teeth out. They're ivory, so I'm gonna see what I can do with that. Probably nothing. Probably just another collection I have of like deer skulls and deer heads. Elk, one of the few animals that have ivory. Sending people back home a message that everything's okay and I'm rained out for the night. You still hear the thunder. And this is a good soaking rain. And I'm not going out in that. Oh yeah. I'm sure there's an easier way to get water out of this thing, but for whatever, it vapor locks. Oh yeah. That's the ticket. A little too much there. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. This right here is just a striker. I just used paracord, made my own adapter onto the handle of this wrap thing. This wrap usually goes around this. This is kind of a generic Pop-Tart, strawberry. Instant coffee. You'll love it if you're out here in the wilderness in the rain. If anyone has a better taste than instant coffee, I'd love to know about it. It's starting to get a little damp in here, and I put my foot into a water hole when I was coming across the field, right into the water. Anyway, my boots kind of damp. My socks, they're kind of damp as well. Little buddy heater's seen some better days. This may be the last year for him. He's not lighting like he used to. Those create a vent so I don't kill myself with carbon monoxide. Careful, it's hot. Yeah, oh yeah. That's the stuff right there. That's what I'm talking about. These spoons are like indestructible. I say it as it probably melts my spoon in half. Might have to put 2 packs of that the coffee in there. This is the wet one right here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be dry in no time. Socks are almost already dry. Coffee is definitely cooled down. Definitely need 2 packs in it, but I don't want too much caffeine. I'll be up all night long. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Needs to be a little stronger. It's rough, guys. Day 12, dinner, sandwich, chips. Socks are soaking wet. Boots are soaking wet. Crusty underwear. The whole tent smells like a beagle. Good morning. Oh, it's 34 degrees. I thought my heater system failed on me. It wouldn't start. I gotta bring the other canister in here. Hopefully if I can get it enough to warm the tent up some. Nice heavy frost in the morning. Oh, it was a rough night. I think I need to move my tent, my head. Like here's the door. I think I need to move my head up here. Where I was hunting at yesterday, fantastic. I had this big bull come in. He just won't come in any closer, so thick. Anyway, real great area. Yesterday I was coming out and hunters set up a tent like right on the it's just like, so there's 4 guys back there. It went from like the best spot ever, like, oh my god, this is so great, I can't believe it, but now there's more hunters, which again, that's part of the game. All right, I don't want to get scalding hot. I stepped in a giant water hole yesterday and went up over my boot, so my boots are completely smoked, but I have another pair right there. Let's be smart with this pair. It's my last pair. I've been really struggling. This is like day 13 or something. It's tough out here. It's, you know, I have it pretty nice here. Some guys go with this spike camp for like 13 days. They're insane. Now with these hunters coming in, and they're good guys, I talk to them, so, but it's just like, oh man. I went from like up here, like, oh yeah, we're doing this. I'm like, I'm punching out the rest of the season here till like, poof. I think I'm going to go into town, call my parents. Actually, I want to take a ride around on the backside to see what it's like. There's a road back there. It's not too rough. I think those guys are going to put a lot of pressure on that area back there. So they're either going to push the elk out further that way to the west or maybe to the east here. But I have a feeling they're going to go to the west, which I've already hiked back there literally 2 miles. And it's like a big bowl back there. So once they go up over the mountain, they go onto another unit, which you can't hunt. So, and I lost my hat. Set my hat down. It's like a $5 Cabela's hat. Part of me still wants to go up there just to find it. Like, where's my hat? But then it's like, okay, that's way out there, and it's a $5 Cabela's hat. I'm going to get like 3 of them when I go back. Oh, tastes like cardboard. That's delicious. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. I just gotta make sure I don't drink any real coffee while I'm out here, or this stuff will taste bitter. Back on top of the mountain, where I have the high ground. I'm always checking the wind direction. You always want it in your face. This is a beautiful, chilly morning. Check out the antelope. So I'm going into town, make a few phone calls, kind of recharge my batteries because it was cold this morning. Frost, nasty stuff. It's cold in here. Propane tank ran out of gas this morning. So it's back down to 44 degrees. Got the tent up to 60, then it backed down, then I ran out, and then it backed down to like 44 or something. I think it's like 33 outside. Tent's frosted. Yeah, got to be careful this morning because I'm heading to where he was heading, but that was yesterday, so should be all right. I think so. They're mating season, so they're pretty aggressive now, and I am a good-looking guy. All right, guys, I just raced up here to get after this big bull, and you can't even see it probably, but there's a high wall right there. Now, let's see if you can. And he's on top of that. God, there's no way I'm gonna get up there. I can't even hook around. I can't even do anything. God, man, I didn't see that on the map. One of the strategies I like to do while elk hunting is walking 50 feet, stopping, and just listening. And you'll be amazed at how many animals you see. A well-deserved rest. On the map, it showed that you can ride a vehicle up this thing. There's no way my F-150 would go up this thing. I mean, it could go up, but it may trash the truck. So this is what you got to watch out for. I mean, check out how big those boulders are. I'm constantly adding fuel to my body. The best way to dry out socks. I like the idea of putting the my food in Marlowe bags. This actually tastes better than it looks. Okay, so I have to add water or it'll pretty much just burn the bottom of this container thing. The plan for tomorrow, for this evening actually, is to go up on the hill, sit, see if I can hear anything. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna go back up on the hill here and see if I hear anything. If I hear anything across the road, and it's not gonna happen, I'm not going after him. It's just miserable walking up there. And then after the morning sit, I'm gonna pack everything up and I'm gonna loop around to the one area I scouted out the other day, and I'm just gonna stay in my truck and hunt on that end if I don't hear anything tomorrow morning. This morning I seen 2 mule deer buck. So the original plan was to head into town tonight, actually stay at a hotel, hot shower, ready to go after it again. But then I started thinking, and then like leave Saturday morning. But then I started thinking, I'm like, why did just, I mean, I think I have enough in me to continue on and just hunt Friday morning and then head out Friday. That is the plan. My knees hurt, my back hurts, I stink. I mean, this is rough, guys. This is rough, okay? I'm just broken down. I just almost had it. So I think that's the plan. We're in a good spot. Kind of slopes down. Nothing too crazy. Boom. Check out the rocks. Resting when I can. I try to find bunkers that break up my silhouette. There's a moose right out there. That sucker's big.
I always keep snacks accessible.
Guys, one last obstacle, the fence crossing. Yeah, that's how I crossed the fence. I'm right next to the road. I tried going between it one time. I just ripped my pants. Like, this is all barbed wire.
Back in a bunker. I always bring netting with me. It's enough to break up my silhouette. Lightweight. Rocky terrain. This is the pace that I try to walk. These things are awesome. New Age cowboys. This was a sight to see. Seeing this whole herd of cows coming across the road and four-wheelers directing them. The times have changed, but it's still a sight to see. If you enjoyed this video, and if you would like to support me, visit wildandthunder.com and pick something up. Like and subscribe to this channel.